The assassin had hunted kings, prophets, and warlords across half the spiral arm. Entire civilizations whispered his name in fear, though few knew his true form. He was Velker of the Shrouded Fang, a predator evolved on a world where weakness meant death within minutes. His kind were legends among contract killers, and his record was flawless. The Galactic Syndicate had given him a peculiar mission: travel to Earth, infiltrate quietly, and eliminate a single human before she could rise into political prominence. A strange assignment, but Velker never asked questions. He only killed. Earth was a savage, unstable world, but Velker thought it laughably primitive. To him, it was a backwater planet of soft-skinned bipeds who relied on tools instead of claws. Still, rumors of apex predators, native to Earth, reached even the underworld. Wolves, lions, tigers, and something called bears. Velker dismissed the tales as exaggerations. How could fragile creatures who still burned oil for fuel be feared hunters? He tracked his target to a remote wildlife reserve. The woman, Commander Elena Hart, was feeding massive beasts in an open field. Velker hissed to himself as he watched through his cloaking visor. The creatures were monstrous. A lion with a mane like fire, wolves with yellow eyes, and even a towering brown bear. Yet Hart strolled among them without weapons, her hand casually brushing over fur thick enough to swallow a knife. Velker adjusted his rifle. One pull of the trigger and this human would fall like the others. Easy. He had slain armored warlords with faster reflexes. He had ended targets who could crush stone with bare hands. This frail human would not even see him. Then the lion turned its head. Its golden eyes locked directly onto his cloaked form. Velker froze. That was impossible. No species in the galaxy could pierce Shrouded Fang camouflage. Yet the lion growled low, teeth bared. The wolves followed, snarling as if they had seen through every technological trick. The bear rose onto its hind legs, taller than Velker himself, releasing a roar that vibrated through the ground. The assassin's throat tightened. His talons twitched. For the first time in decades, a flicker of fear pulsed through his predator's heart. Elena Hart, still calm, laid a hand on the lion's head. "Easy, King," she whispered. "He's not worth your energy." Velker's black blood chilled. Not worth your energy? She was speaking to them, as if these apex predators were her loyal companions. Worse, they obeyed. The bear dropped to all fours, snorting but retreating. The wolves circled protectively around her legs. The lion leaned into her touch like a domesticated pet. Velker's breathing quickened. How could this be? On every world he had studied, apex predators were solitary, uncontrollable, and lethal. They could never be tamed, not by any species. And yet this human, unarmored, unarmed, commanded them with nothing but tone and presence. He tried to steady his rifle, but his hands trembled. His heart pounded. The visor flashed warnings. Arrhythmia detected. Cardiovascular stress level critical. The assassin collapsed to one knee, chest seizing. His cloaking flickered, exposing him fully. Hart turned her gaze toward him. "Oh," she said softly, as if greeting an uninvited guest. "You shouldn't have come here." The wolf nearest her growled again, lips curled back. Velker clutched his chest, talons scraping dirt. Every instinct screamed at him to run, but his heart was hammering wildly, spiraling out of control. The last sound he heard was her calm voice, speaking not to him but to the predators at her side. "Stand down. He's already finished." Velker of the Shrouded Fang, legendary killer, unmatched hunter, died not by blade or blaster, but from sheer terror at the sight of a human stroking the heads of apex predators as though they were house pets. Word of his death spread faster than plasma through vacuum. In the underworld, whispers turned to fear, then to silence. The legend of Velker ended, but a new one began. On Earth, the apex predators obey humans. And in the galaxy beyond, every species learned the same truth. If humanity could tame the monsters of their own death world, what chance did anyone else ever have?